We all know about the 1% better rule. It is finding yourself today 1% better from your yesterday. In this essay, I want to tell you we never become 1% better from our yesterday when we look back. Look back means when we continuously stop and change our plan, when we continuously change our mindset. When we suddenly get any doubt in our work that something is going wrong in it, then every time we stop our running work and start again the work for a better result. We change our plan and mindset and start over again. It is our looking back. Like whenever we have any questions in our mind, we immediately stop and leave that work unfinished and start again with a new idea. And the 1% better rule is 1% improving ourselves from our yesterday, improving ourselves in our work, 1% improving ourselves to reach our goals. 1% of continuous improvement from our yesterday in every aspect, in our health, in our condition, in our finance. It is a basic rule where our motive is to improve ourselves 1% from our yesterday. It is very important to achieve our goals, to achieve our high proficiency, to become a better version of ourselves because we can continuously grow 1% from our yesterday. Now, what happens when we look back? We get stuck in one place, in our work. We never progress from that place. We move around and around in one place. We never finish our work properly. Finishing our work is most important to growing 1% better every day because we learn small but very critical and crucial things for our progress and for our growth, which we don't learn when we look back. In the starting days, it is very effective for our growth to never look back and finish our work because every time we change our plan and start again and again. Every time when we look back, it stops our growth. It is like our growth is stuck in the same place. Now, why the 1% better rule does not work when we look back? Because whenever we stop in midway, we don't progress. Then we don't learn new things and we don't improve ourselves. That's why the 1% better rule does not work. We don't progress from our yesterday. Another side, our not looking back is very crucial because in the starting days, we need to make progress and move forward rather than focusing on the results. 1% improvement day by day has a significant impact on our growth. We need to learn many things rather than perfecting them. If we look back and start again for perfection, we never progress in our work because we consume more time to finish that work and it never pays off the efforts we put in to perfect our work. 1% improvement is specially needed for those who are new. I mean, those who are in their starting days, who have doubts in themselves, especially those who are in their learning stage, who wants to establish themselves, who are new entrepreneurs, new individual artists, who are newly trying to set up their business, who are new creators, who are founders, and who wants to do something for their own in their life. Another thing you must have to know is how much looking back affect us. It affect our mental health. It affect our thoughts and thinking. Whenever we look back and leave our job unfinished, it affects our health. We become moody and rude. We become disturbed within ourselves. We come in under pressure to find a suitable plan to finish that work. Time by time, the pressure increases on us and we mess with ourselves. Secondly, we don't learn. It is not only about not learning how to finish our work, it includes the courage and strong belief we learn when we don't look back and finish our work to improve ourselves 1% better from our yesterday. The small things, like how to avoid our negative intuition, we leave behind when we don't look back. Now, the main topic, why we look back. We don't know. We don't have the knowledge. First of all, we look back due to our over assumption mentality. We don't have the right knowledge about what is important for us to achieve success. Due to our lack of knowledge, we focus on the results, like what we get for our effort. We every time only think about the results. That's why whenever we get doubts about ourselves, whenever we find that somewhere we lose our entire hope and belief. We don't have the knowledge of how to believe in ourselves, how to finish our work, how to focus on our work. The second thing is we have many plans in our mind, and that is the reason we don't become serious about our work. We have plans, and if something doesn't work, then we change the plan, and it deeply affect our 1% improvement from yesterday. Because we have plans, we have the option to change our way. So that's why we always change our way and leave our work unfinished for a better result. Now, to stop our looking back, we have to erase that thing from our mind that we have any option. We have to totally forget our plan B. We have to think that from right now there is no option to looking back. That is the way we stop our looking back. Actually, we have many things in our mind. That's why we could not decide properly which plan we have to follow to reach our goals. That's why we unknowingly develop a mindset that somewhere, if we get any problem, we will somehow get out from there. And the negative thing in this is that we could not stay in one plan permanently. We don't hold back any of our plans. Every time something happens, we drop our plan and move forward to another. And we do it again and again. That's why we never become 1% better from our yesterday. And that's why it is very important from now. We have to follow one mindset permanently. And we have to strictly believe that we don't have any other option. Then only we will move forward with our plan. Whatever happens, it will only make us stronger. Believe me, we will find out our way to become successful with just one plan. If we strictly follow it without leaving it, that is the way to become 1% better from our yesterday. One special tip I want to tell you while choosing our perfect plan, that is only select a long term plan which makes ourselves a long distance horse. The advantage of a long term plan is that it is the best plan we ever gonna follow. It has the maximum potential to make us 1% better from our yesterday. Only a long term plan has the highest potential to make us successful. Now you will think, how I learned this? I learned this from my mistake. And what mistake did I make? Every time I look back to finish my YouTube video. In January 2024, I decided to make a video. on the topic of our instant anger issue. Then what happened? I took 9 months to finish the video because I did not get that satisfaction from my work. I focused on how I could make the best video which would help everyone and make me profitable. So that's why whenever I got doubt in my essay writing stage, every time I changed my plan and started again. And I corrected my writing so many times that it took 6 months to finish an essay about our instant anger issue. Then I did voiceover and edited it, which took a total time of 9 months and 21 days to upload my one video. Next, when I worked on my second video, which covered a topic on our judgmental mentality about people, this time I wrote my essay in a proper time. But I looked back in that project when I did the voiceover and video editing. Every time I did not get satisfaction from my voiceover, I tried different ways to make it perfect. And at last, that video took 6 months to complete. But the sad part is that in both videos, I did not get the expected results that I expected. Then I learned one thing. It was more important for me to make videos on YouTube rather than make a perfect video because I think in one direction, but there are many more directions I need to learn, which I can learn only from making videos on YouTube. I need to improve myself in many aspects, which I can learn only from making videos on YouTube. I realized that if I did not look back and did my work without stopping it, no matter how much doubt I had in my content, then I would have improved my work much more in the last 15 months, which I totally missed out due to my many plans and over assumption mentality. I realized I have to make videos one by one without perfecting it. Now I am trying to set my mind that I have no option. I have no plan B. I have only one road where I have to go, from where I can improve myself 1% better from my yesterday. Now, of course, there are advantages and disadvantages when we look back. The main advantage of not looking back, that is we continuously progress. Maybe we did not get the results as we expect, but it is more important for us to become 1% better from our yesterday. That is, without worrying about the result, we should move forward and keep learning, keep finishing our work. Proficiency and excellence come in the later position. At first, we should learn how to execute our work. It is true that when we look back, we have some time to figure out what is going wrong. We try new strategies, and in that time, we take some good decisions. We make our work error free. We get satisfied with our work, but it takes a lot of our time and much more effort, and the result we receive does not make us that satisfied. The result never give us the true value that we spent on executing that work. It increases the tendency of looking back in our future work. It always increases the options in our mind. We never really focus on our work when we have the option to look back. It never builds in us that toughness, that legacy making ability that we develop when we don't look back and keep improving ourselves 1% better from our yesterday. So the conclusion is that it always better not to look back. As I said earlier, it is directly proportional. When we don't look back, we improve 1% better from our yesterday. It is not that if we don't look back, we grow hugely from our yesterday. It is all about 1% better rule. Small but continuous improvement. Maybe if we look back, we get a huge amount of improvement in ourselves from our yesterday. But that is not what I have learned. I learned from my mistakes and I realized one thing: the 1% better rule does not work when we look back. My last word: maturity is keep going on without stopping. What is the main thing? We should not look back. If we are someone who needs improvement in his work, if we are someone who has many things on his mind, who wants to do bigger thing in his life, so he should never look back. He should quit every option. He should never have any option B. Then only he should clear his inner doubt. Only then he will find out the way to execute his goals. No matter who we are, no matter where we come from, no matter where we start from, if we are in the least position right now, and from now, if we never look back and become 1% better from our yesterday, then one day we will beat the greatest.